Green interwebs to check the gate. And guess where we are today? Last time we pretty much finished up Seafoam Islands and got up to this point. Today I think we're gonna go in. You know, for an abandoned power plant, I'm actually kind of impressed that the door still works. And I'm actually impressive. Like, I guess like these visual effects are kind of basic, but I'm still kind of impressed that they actually put any details in it at all. Like, I'm impressed that exists. It's kind of weird I can't interact with it, but I'm happy it exists. Hello there, Magneton. I don't even think I've ran into a Magnemite yet, so kind of interesting, funny order of events everything played out in. I did kind of remember something about Seafoam Isles I didn't talk about. Maybe I jumped the gun a little bit, but I'm starting to come to the realization that I'll probably never get through do my original plan back when I started Let's Playing over 10 years ago. My channel is just as old, if not older, than TRG. That's pretty impressive in and of itself. But before I go on a tangent of a tangent, Seafoam Isles. Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. 10 years, and there's some days I don't feel like I've gotten any better. Okay, that was not the sound effect I was expecting to come out of the Pokeball. Like, I'm not the only one that heard that, right? Like, maybe from my end, it sounded more like, it didn't sound like the electronic screeching that would normally come out of there. It kind of sounded more like a skunk tank. I'm just leaving it at that. The band power plant is the second least desired place for coach trainers to be assigned to. No matter where I'm going, I'm gonna do my job. Anytime, sure. Like, I only remember, like, wheezing being a thing around here. I remember it being a lot more electric focused. You know, before we go too deep into here, sure, why not? Fight the coach trainer. Something tells me she's not going to have electric types, though. Could this be Order's chance to actually shine? Let's find out. Worst case scenario, I can swap away, I suppose. What else can I say about Seafoam Islands besides the fact that I don't like the place? Get lost way too easily. Like, I can solve the freaking puzzle, but I can't get to the end. And I mean, I guess it's technically not an electric type. I don't think Order wants to see that thing any better, though. Oh, that's right! Despite it having the same exact type of beak that Pharaoh has, Dodrio can't learn Drill Run for some reason. Almost makes me wonder why is a freaking TM in the first place when, like, only a tiny handful of Pokemon can even learn the freaking move. I guess like 69 is my best option out of everything I have. What else I can say about Seafoam Isles? It's right on top of my tongue and now it's gone. And of course, you go for the Ice type move. Of course, you go for an Ice move instead of a Rock move to take care of a flying type. Yeah, that's completely sensical. Kinda hard to believe that just like how much time has gone by. Like the people that I've been watching that have inspired me to actually make content online, over a decade old. First person that I watched is not only 10 years, their content's not only 10 years old, but the collaboration channel they made after starting the main channel is now 10 years old. If you haven't been following me on social, or like it's been so long since this comes out that like that it's become too dated to actually keep track. And I didn't even mean to press metronome there. That was a slip of the tiny controller that the Pokeball Plus had. But sure, let's gamble. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, I got excited for no apparent reason there. There's a chance it could have worked, but it didn't. And I'm sad for it. And I swear, if I freaking flinch now... I was gonna tell a story, yeah. The Runaway Guys, a collaboration channel of a bunch of YouTubers that I still watch to this day. They recently had a stream yesterday. Now you know the exact date of this video. But there were live streams yesterday, and I was watching it last night and catching up on what I missed because I'm not going to wreck my body staying up to midnight watching people play video games. Point being, that all happened the other day, and caught up on it this morning, and it was a real fun time. And I really appreciate it. There wasn't really a point to all of this. I know it kind of seemed like I was leading up to something besides like, wow, we're old, we're all freaking old. I guess that's the point, because there wasn't really any other point to it besides that. Yeah, sometimes I get a little discouraged that like I'm going for so long, and sometimes I feel as basic, if not even less as ambitious as I was when I first started making content. And I still remember the days when I actually like attempted to do like little skits and animations to just spice up my own content. Like, part of the inspiration of actually starting my own YouTube channel was watching Chuck Conroy and thinking like, I like this concept of less playing. What I kind of wish more people would do though is like take the whole thing of it making content related even further. I gotta go check out that strange Pokeball. I think I know what it is, and I'm real ecstatic to find out if I'm right. Boom! Indeed it is. There's a freaking Electrode. They even flipped the Pokeball upside down because Electrode is white and red. They didn't do that in any other of the games. Also, I remember the order is out, and this is literally the worst Pokemon I could have up against this. And I swap into Tina Eddy, but if it blows up, then it's not even gonna matter. Actually, do I have a normal type move? If I do, I'm just gonna go for that. See what it does first turn. Oh wow, I just realized this is a super boss. Like, it's got that match timer up in the corner and everything. Can it explode? Does it have to explode on its moveset or even self-destruct? I'm kind of wondering now. Now, am I going to get to catch it afterwards, just like a super boss? Indeed I am. Kind of funny that, like, we're getting this guy before I even see my first Voltorb. But it is what it is. If I catch it, I catch it. I won't complain. I don't know, everything sounds like a skunk tank in my Pokeball Plus. Maybe it's time to like get it charged again, or put in the charger again. Anyways, first and foremost, let's get Order the heck out of here. Actually, what am I doing, Tina Eddy? The whole reason I wanted to get you back in this party was to have you out in front and rock the world. But yeah, I was actually going into the tangent of part of my inspirations that... Oh, here's a Voltorb! Let me see if I can catch the Pokeball-like Pokemon in a Pokeball. Considering, like, how red the circle... How not green the circle was before I even swapped over from the Ultra Ball. Probably not, but we can always try to find out. Come on... I am amazed that worked. For third time's the charm. Kanto was one of the first YouTubers that I watched, And a lot of my inspirations for getting the channel itself was liking that type of content, and liking just how it actually had personality into it, and wasn't just like playing the video game and saying what was going on every single turn. And Giant Conrad took an angle where he had his personality in his videos, but there's a lot of focus on the game. And remember, this was 10 years ago, so like all the YouTubers see this game that is literally about them and nothing about the video game. That wasn't common thing back in the old days of Let's Playing and video game YouTube videos in general. It's mostly just like you were there to help guide people through the game and explain what it was about. It's kind of part of the reason why my commentary is the way it is too, because that's just the type of content that I grew up on, where like it's about a chemistry between game and creator rather than just being all focused on the creator and not on the game. But even in the old days, like, it was even more focused on the game than even like my stuff now. And that's the tangent I was gonna keep going into, was when I saw the YouTube scene, I wanted to do something where I brought in an entertainment value to it. It's another Electrode. I want to fight it, but like I keep getting sidetracked by all this stuff, and I don't know if I really actually need to do it too. But because I can, I will. And like I got my Doug Trio out this time. Or Doug Trio. Doug Trio, Potato Potato, except it's literally the exact opposite thing. Point being, it's gonna go down fast with the earthquake on my side. Sorry, and I just keep getting sidetracked because I'm like, I'm glad that this mechanic's back in the game. Like, it actually feels, with all these Pokemon that I'm actually fighting and then getting to capture, it's almost feeling like the old games again. And I kind of like, I don't know if it would slow down the battle scene too much, but I kind of wish that like more main series Pokemon games were kind of like this, where like, instead, I kind of alluded to it in Steamfoam Isles, where you did something like this, but a little less annoying to actually capture the Pokemon. But before then, you like battled it down completely, and capturing isn't just like playing some weird balancing game of trying to make it as weak as possible without fainting. No, you overpower it, you knock it out, and then you get to take it. I just find that a lot more fun than the way that Pokemon catching is now, especially when going up against legendary Pokemon and all that. Alright, am I going backwards? I'll figure out where I'm going eventually. We did have a story to share after all. A lot of my inspirations for getting into YouTube was seeing how content creators were doing a thing where they were putting the emphasis on the game, being informative, but there were still signs of their personality sprinkled in along the midst, and I kind of wanted to take it to the next level. Not with putting my personality in, no, that would have been too obvious. But I kind of want to like turn Let's Plays into a story element. Have a little storytelling into it, and that's kind of where like all the half animated clips and the old buddy that you might have seen, like the other jacket, show up from time to time. Kind of like use the video game to tell a separate narrative, which I guess was one step away from how YouTubers do things this day, where they just like literally, it's all about their personality and nothing about the game. Part of my commentary is, the goal of my commentary was to kind of have like a little chemistry between me and the game I'm playing. Like, it's important to have the me element in there because anyone can play this game. Billions of people have played this game. But only I can really tell stories about the history I had with the game, the things I grew up with, and the general experience that I've had along the way, the memories I made through past playthroughs and playing other games similar to it. That's all stuff that only I can bring into it. But the game's important to agree, because like if I just do a podcast on this or do this sort of commentary over any old video game, then like what is the difference between doing that and just podcasting about it? That's why I kind of feel like there's a blend between the two. It's not like I know for sure that it is just a podcast. Maybe for some people, they could play literally anything and I'd be willing to watch it. But the majority of the times, even with people that I admire, that I look up to, that I've been following for so long, if they play a video game that I have no interest in, or I really want to avoid watching someone play that game because I do have intentions of playing it myself someday, then I'll flat out not watch the content. So that's why I feel there's like important need to have a blend between the game and the person when doing Let's Play. Wasn't expecting to see you here, little Chansey. I'll take a little XP for order, and more importantly, like, check my Pokeball supply going to Zapdos. We could be in trouble. I don't know if I'm gonna catch a Zapdos in 36 Pokeballs. But I could probably at least like catch it in that time frame. Oh wow, that's not, we're not even at like 20 minutes yet, so I guess I don't have an excuse not to go try and take care of the Zapdos. And I just realized Zapdos is electric flying, so my plan of just like earthquaking it and everything being okay ain't gonna work that well. Thankfully I do got another plan in mind, but let me catch this Chansey first. I really want this Chansey experience. Give me the egg. Give me all of the egg. You will give me that egg. A 1, a 2, 3. I really want to just use an Ultra Ball and end it, but I need to save my Ultra Balls for frickin' Zapdos. Come on! A 1, a 2. Well, at least I didn't waste all my Ultra Balls trying to catch this thing. Well, there's Zapdos, and I would say next time we go get it, but like I said, only 20 minutes in, no reason not to just knock it out of the way and do it now. Before I forget, I think it's time to say goodbye to Fisher. As fun as it was to pull it off one time. Do I have Stone Edge or another rock move, or is that not even a TM in this game? I think I just have Rock Slide. Oh, I'm a fool. I could have Jenna Girl. I could have given Jenna Girl the ice move. We did just pick up Ice Beam from Simbar Island, so I can actually play around with my Pokemon's move pool too. Get around it. Really? Just Gambler? Oh yeah, because I put Gyarados in the PC. It's fine. I'm content with just having Gambalea and one other Pokemon carry me for the legendary Pokemon again. While I'm here, any other Ice-type Pokemon? Or Pokemon with Ice moves that we can teach it? Not that I see. That said, it's probably a good idea to heal up. Especially because Gambalea will definitely be a vital backup in case this plan of rock sliding it until it gets knocked out doesn't work out. And you know what? Sure, I'm just gonna heal up Jenna Girl just in case. Just in case I need to like put up a life screen and all that. And onwards the battle. Again, if there's one thing this game does well, as animated the dang cutscenes. Like, it's kind of weird to describe. Like, as not the prettiest like the models and graphics, you can all tell that like it's still the same quality as before. But I guess like the lighting and the cinematics that they actually do have make the cutscenes still feel special. Yeah, when you're outspeeding my Doug drill, I already know that we're in for some trouble. Yeah, like I could have definitely like, you know, I should have just gone for Sucker Punch. Hindsight's 2020, I suppose, though. Yeah, I could go into Gen Girl, but I don't think I don't have an ice move. Glitzy Glow's not going to protect me from Drill Peck. It could protect our team from the Thunderbolt, I suppose. And it's probably only favoring Drill Peck because it couldn't do anything else. So I'm gonna like set this up again, and I'm gonna, assuming we have enough health to survive, I'm gonna just double edge and hope for the best. Again, we do have Game Balea in the back, in case this doesn't work out. Oh, of course. Bypass my reflect by just using your physical move now. Well, the good news is, well, besides the fact that we still have a full team, I mean, honestly, we only have Glitz left. Unless I want to boot out the revives, and I'm trying to avoid not using them. But we may have to. Oof. No. I'm not gonna complicate things on myself. I'm gonna just, like, keep it simple. Boost myself up where I can. And heal, and then just, like, oof. For a wild Pokemon, you sure have an answer for everything, don't ya? That's fine. Gives me another chance to boost up. And maybe I won't even need to heal. Maybe I'll overestimate things and I get knocked out. Oh, oof. Thank God for the power of friendship. Also, I just realized, like, the 5-minute timer might actually be a big deal, unless, like, I take it out immediately. There goes my light screen. Yeah. Oh, I forgot, this is a Modern Gen. That's why I wasn't healing all the way. It's a Modern Gen and not Pokemon Go, so I'd actually need a max potion to heal up. Hyper potions don't carry you for the entire game like they usually do. And I mean, that's fine, it makes sense. It was a nerf a long time coming, to be perfectly honest. Alright. I don't like the fact that the Zapdos is just being so Drill Peck heavy. I know it has Thunderbolt, my life screen's faded away. You have no reason not to go for it. Oh, thankfully, we can actually go catch a little sucker now. Now, I know we had fair luck against the Articuno, all things considered. But there's still a part of my soul that kind of hopes that we just, like, get this first try, make it real easy. I mean, that battle is a bit more of a struggle than Articuno. So, Silver Pinap, Silver Raz, I mean, excellent throw, and it still broke out. Now I kind of see why I think those specialized berries are so useless. They're just so rare for how little they actually work. Oh my, I was gonna say, if I actually catch it when I didn't use a berry and didn't get a good throw on it, I was gonna be a little salty, no lie there. Come on, and I gotta make these Pokeballs count. I don't got a lot of balls to work with, so I can't really afford to make silly mistakes like that. I have to make every throw count. I should get this thing right away. I'm not using a Master Ball. I'm saving a Master Ball for literally as far into this game as I can get. Because there's gonna be nothing that feels as relieving than to get to the final legendary Pokemon. Use the Master Ball, and now you have to worry about it. I'm sure fighting it in of itself will be enough of a challenge. So please, oh good lord, Zapdos, get into the Pokeball. You're probably my favorite of the legendary birds. So can I win you over with some favoritism? Pretty please? 25 Ultra Balls. Please, oh please, get in the ball. A 1, a 2. Yeah, it is fun to reapply the berry every time I want to throw a new Pokeball at it. I did save, right? Just in the off chance that it decides to run before I run out of Ultra Balls. Or you could... you got my hopes up there. Come on. Can you stop hiding up in the upper right corner? Get some sort of angle that I can actually catch you in? I swear, if the knife throw actually works, with all the struggles with the others, at least I can have assurance in that. Yeah, I don't even care that one didn't work. I just want to... It's kind of like Pokemon Go, where it's just like... To some point, it's better just to hit... When you're so limited on balls to actually catch it, as long as you just actually hit it with the ball, you don't really care how badly you mess up sometimes, just as long as you freaking get it. Until you're like run out of Pokeball and you're like, dang, I really wish I got a couple more excellent curveball throws, so this thing would actually, I wouldn't have to worry about missing this thing and it actually would stay in the freaking Pokeball. But then you get like 5 excellent curveball throws in a row, and it still breaks out, and you still don't catch it. Did you guys catch that? Wasn't sure if I gave it enough time to actually showcase that freaking Zapdos in action. The boy. This legendary bird is said to appear when the sky turns dark and the right lightning showers down. I did it. I got the frickin' bird. And I don't know lore-wise why there's a random teleporter at the end, but thank goodness for a gameplay perspective that is there, because it certainly makes everything more convenient. Now, before I end off the episode... Okay, I guess this is just a narrow passage. I kinda was wondering if there was a little more to it than meets the eye. But I think that does it. Let's check the map out. I mean, it makes sense that I'd be able to knock it all out in one stream, but it still feels like they went by so fast. Let's see. Went to the power plant, got the legendary bird Zapdos. Went through Seafoam Islands, and we can pretend that I got to the other end that you can surf over the Simbar in. Think we're ready to go back to Viridian City and see if the gym leaders return. Though I'm kind of debating if I should like make a side episode just showcasing that little route over to the left, over to the right of Seafoam Islands, considering, well, I can get there normally. You know what? I'll just surf over here real quick. Try to avoid the trainers, but... You know what? I'll just do that. I'll just save that. I gotta go heal anyway, so I'll just save that for next episode. Before we take on the gym leader, I'm gonna check out that right side of Seafoam Isles. Should be enough time to do both. And after I finish exploring everything else in the world, we'll return to Viridian City and see if the gym leader returned, so we can get our last badge and make our way into the Pokemon League. Until then though, take care.